We have a list.
I can make a copy. Hi, Doyle. Give me a second.
I'm sorry?
Give me a second, okay? I will be
Sure.
right back.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Oh.
Doyle, Judge Ryan is doing prisoners today.
Okay. And we're going to have our first one with a Spanish interpreter, correct?
Well, I didn't know until you sent me the list, so let me ask.
I sent it. Yeah, I believe I sent that up yesterday. Hopefully, I sent it to you.
Okay.
So, but nonetheless, that's why that person is first. So just let me know.
Sure.
He actually does speak a bit of English, but maybe I don't want to cut that chance.
And you know what? Judge Ryan speaks a little bit of Spanish, so we'll see.
Okay.
We have an interpreter who's supposed to be calling in
Today? Okay. We have a translator for today.
and they're
though.
gonna call in.
good.
So
Okay.
that's gonna be a little bit different than what we usually have, but yes,
All right.
Okay.
we do have one scheduled. I'll
Thank
tell
you.
you their name when I.
Nice. And you could also make a note that was his name Bryce that was farmed out.
I let the judge know, so he's
No,
gonna.
yeah, he'll be back Monday. So if you want to put a Tuesday date on it, that will be
Oh, okay,
that'll be
great. Okay, I will.
I forget his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He will be
Will-
back Monday night.
Williams Bryce.
Yeah, that sounds right. So I
Okay.
already set that up.
Okay,
Okay, back soon when everybody gets here.
sure. Thank you.
You bet.
We are seeing Salazar Eddie first.
Hi, Lorena.
Hi, Shane. Salazar goes first, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Whose number is 249 9065?
Hello, my name is Sophia, and that is my number. I'm the interpreter, the Hmong interpreter.
Oh, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure.
hmm
And who are you translating for?
I just, I don't know if you guys need interpretation for Hmong, but I
Yeah.
just got an order saying that
Yeah.
I,
Uh-huh.
okay.
We do, but let me find out the defendant's name.
Okay.
For Ji Tao,
Okay.
okay, so Doyle.
I heard my name.
Yes, Mr. Doyle, can we do Ji Tao next after the Hispanic guy?
Somebody new?
No,
Okay.
Ji Tao, Gee, last name Thao.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's down the female pod. Sure, sure.
Okay,
Ji Thao, we'll do her, and then that'll put me with Allman as well, Teresa Allman.
sure, that's fine.
Yep, that'll work out. It'll take me a little time to get back down there, but sure.
Sure,
I
thank
I,
you.
I made the change. You betcha.
Thank you. I'm going to stay away from my desk. I'm gonna see if Judge Ryan is having issues with Zoom, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I will inform Doyle. Jim, we are trying to fetch Judge Ryan presently.
Okay.
Okay. Shane, I did send you an email.
Yes, and I'm in the process of responding. Thank you
10-4.
very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No matter what, as long as we're all here, we're all good. Exactly. We are all good.
We're all good with Jim running the show.
Amen.
Yeah, that bus will go right off the cliff. But not today. Not today.
Okay, he's here now. Judge Ryan?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes? We do.
Yes,
Can you see me?
No.
No, sir.
Well, I keep trying to click the video deal to let me do it, but oh well.
Oh,
It is what it is. Okay, so we have Eddie Salazar Hernandez first. Is that right?
That is correct, Judge. I think we have our interpreter. Mr. Salazar is ready.
All right, let me get to him on my sheet here.
Sure.
All right, Senor Salazar Hernandez,
You bet.
can you? Buenas tardes, señor. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien, gracias.
All right. We have the interpreter here.
Yes, Your Honor, I am here.
Okay, so I see that he has 2 warrants in our court. Let me find out what they are for.
Veo que tiene 2 órdenes de arresto que surgen de nuestro tribunal y voy a averiguar de qué son.
Ok.
Ok.
All right, so have a DUI from September 3rd, 2022. And at the same time, he was charged with driving too slow and no driver's license.
Un cargo de conducir bajo los efectos el 3 de septiembre del 2022 y en ese mismo momento también un cargo por conducir demasiado lento y uno por conducir sin licencia de conducir.
Ok.
Ok.
Do you remember receiving that ticket?
¿Recuerda haber recibido ese ticket?
No, no, ese ticket no lo recibí. Por eso no me pude presentar a la corte. Pero sí sé la fecha en que me pararon, pero no me presenté porque no recibí el ticket.
I did not receive the ticket. That's why I didn't appear in court. I do remember the date I was pulled over, but I didn't get the ticket.
Okay, according to the ticket that I'm looking at, it says that he was driving a Dodge Charger. Go ahead with that.
Según el ticket que yo estoy viendo, parece que usted iba conduciendo un Dodge Charger.
You
Exacto.
got the ticket at 1400 Metal Lark Lane. Go ahead.
Parece de que usted recibió ese ticket en la 1400 Middle Ark Lane.
And it says that you should have received the ticket when you were released from jail.
Y aquí dice que el ticket se lo debieron haber dado al liberarlo de la cárcel.
So, are you employed, Senor Salazar Hernandez?
¿Tiene empleo, señor Salazar Hernández?
Sí, tengo una pequeña compañía de remodelación.
Yes, I have a small remodeling company.
Okay, you need to have an attorney for this case. Can you afford your own attorney?
Usted debe tener un abogado para que lo represente en este caso. ¿Usted sí le alcanza para contratar a su propio abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
How long will it take for you to get an attorney?
¿Cuánto tiempo le va a tomar para poder contratar a un abogado?
Ah, mi esposa tiene una cita con el abogado ahorita el lunes.
My wife already has an appointment to meet with the lawyer on Monday.
Do you know the name of that attorney?
¿Sabe cuál es el nombre de ese abogado?
No, no lo tengo.
No, I don't have it.
Okay. Okay, well, I see that you've been in custody now for a couple weeks, so I'm going to release you on an OR bond. Go ahead.
Bien, yo veo que usted ha estado preso ya por un par de semanas, así que le voy a permitir salir bajo palabra.
Your next
Muchas
court date
gracias.
is
Thank you very
your,
much.
your next court date is going to be May 14th. That is a Wednesday at 1 p.m.
Su siguiente audiencia es el 14 de mayo, es un miércoles y va a ser a la 1 en punto de la tarde.
Make sure you and your attorney are here on that date.
Asegúrese que usted y su abogado estén presentes en esa fecha.
Do
Ok.
you have any questions?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
No.
No.
¿Qué fecha me dijeron que tenía la audiencia?
What's the date again for the court date?
May 14th at 1 p.m.
14 de mayo, 1 de la tarde.
Ok, pero mientras tanto voy a estar aquí adentro todavía.
Will remain here in the meantime?
No, I'm going to release you on a signature bond. That is your promise to show up in court.
No, lo voy a liberar bajo palabra, bajo su promesa de que se volverá a presentar en la audiencia.
Sí,
If
primeramente Dios, sí.
Yes, God willing, yes.
if you fail to appear in court or your attorney fails to appear in court, next time you're held in custody, you'll remain in custody until the charges are resolved.
Si usted no se presenta en la siguiente audiencia o su abogado no se presenta en la siguiente audiencia, entonces va a haber otra orden de arresto, lo van a arrestar y en esa vez sí va a permanecer preso hasta que los casos se resuelvan.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
De nada. Es todo, señor.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think that was it for me, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye.
Just checking we're done there, Judge.
We're done there.
Okay, moving
Yep.
down to Thou and Almond, the female pods, a couple of floors down.
Okay, so are we seeing Vincent
Right.
Lloyd or who we seeing now?
Next, we had an audible, so I'm going down for Thou, Thao, and
Okay.
then we'll grab Almond while I'm down there. Female pod.
Got it.
All
Got
right,
it.
back to
Yep.
Just so you know, Your Honor, the reason why we're going to the female pod is that Miss Tao has a Hmong interpreter, and that is who is on the 55924.
Okay, so I see trespassing in February of 2024, like 2 days in a row, and urinating in public. And this is at the county courthouse. Let me take a look at that ticket. And I do see a plea offer in the system.
And I have that, Your Honor.
Yeah. Shane, I see that you have talked to her before on March 22nd.
I think that's correct, Your Honor.
And it says everything was good and then things went sideways in a hurry. It says in jail used proprio to speak Hmong. ADC present with ADC Lilich. Defendant was calmer. I allowed her to speak with her attorney. It got unruly and he stopped the discussion. When I was reconnected, she was gone.
I remember that, Your Honor.
Okay, so they told me about her when I was putting on the headphones. Okay, Shane, I've seen this has been up. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've issued warrants 5 times on her. So, do you have any I mean, it appears that has some mental health issues.
That's my impression, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, why don't you talk to her and see if you think that she's capable of doing anything today. And like I said, there's a plea offer in the system. Let me see what it is. One count of trespassing, 0 fines, and 5 days in custody. And she just got booked in on Monday. So,
Yep. That's the offer I have, Judge.
yeah. So she would be out tomorrow if she wanted to do the offer.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
All right, pardon me, Judge, Ms. Thao is steps away. Do we have an interpreter? Is that how that's working?
I think so. Is the interpreter on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Very
Okay.
cool. All right, she is, I'm fixing to hand over the headphones and stuff. Here we go. Need to use the headphones. Use the headphones and put those on. The headphones and talk to the microphone.
Ms. Tao, we have an interpreter available. Can you understand the interpreter?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Don't come and
Yeah.
talk, come and she.
Go ahead, interpreter. What'd she say?
Yeah, I have no idea what she just said.
Call-
I'm gonna ask her
Call
to
her
repeat.
G.
Yeah. Có trả cá hai đôi giờ.
Của hai tia chỉ sao hồ của thà thà của lúc sáng của lúc bé ôn chị de gọi tia bù lý hồ của ôn chị đó.
Okay. Don't call me Tao. That's my last name. My first name is G.
Okay, G, I apologize. Your attorney is here, and I'm going to let you talk to your attorney. And I'm going to turn off the sound so I can't hear, and they'll let me know when you're done.
Chị của G của cơ luôn tại đây của chị con rất có từ đi cho thảo vậy. Của nhóm long sư thảo kia để có thật ta là chị của mà đi lọ nó.
Có tôi sai lúa có hai chục bù lý hai tia của chị sáu đã chị thoát là cho của tôi cầu tay nó có bù lý mà của cho tới mù nó.
Okay. To the interpreter, can you tell the police that I didn't do anything wrong for the police to release me?
Okay, well, let me have you talk to your attorney.
Dạ con cho có từ cứ đi cho thả nó. Okay.
Go ahead, Shane.
All right, thanks, Judge. Lorena, could you set up a breakout room?
Yes, sir, I will.
For us? Thank you very much.
Interpreter, I'm gonna assign you to another room, okay?
Okay.
Interpreter, could you tell my client to ask the guard to put her in the breakout room?
I think I already sent her over.
Oh.
And then Doyle knows, so.
Ma'am, could you put the guard on? Do you understand? This is your attorney speaking.
Doyle
Hey,
is checking.
Jim?
Shane.
Go into the breakout room.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Jim.
Okay.
Judge, are you there?
I am.
Your Honor, I'm having a problem with my client. She's accusing me of being a police officer or working with the police, and she's refusing to put the guard on and
Okay.
guard the headset. Is there any way we can communicate to Jim that she needs to be brought back into the main room?
I don't know. Can we, Lorena?
Miss Lorena can close the breakout
Yes,
room.
let him know, okay? I'm moving
Okay.
to the break room.
Okay.
Okay. Your Honor, if I may.
Sure.
Your Honor, I've attempted to talk to my client today. She doesn't wish to discuss the case with me. She would request that the court release her today as soon as possible.
Interpreter, go ahead.
She's in the break room.
And we can't get them back into the main
Yes,
room.
I'm getting her back.
Okay.
Okay, she's back.
Có
And
thay luôn có từ thay luôn à.
Shane, go ahead with what you told me.
Okay,
Có thay luôn.
Your Honor, I've attempted to discuss my client's cases with her today. She doesn't wish to discuss her cases with me today. However, she would request that the court release her as soon as possible.
Interpreter, go ahead.
Có từ cứ lý cho hay đó tu sản xuất gì hay tia có cô chỉ sản được thả cho có họ case đấy gì cô xã có lời cho có từ sai đi sai tao nên là
Miss G.
Lên có hai cọ thu co cho của tại mua.
Can you
Miss-
tell him to release me?
Miss G, this is a judge. And
Yes.
because you have failed to appear in court 5 separate times, I am not going to release you today. Interpreter, go ahead.
Cú ya tu cứ lý cho cú ya tu sản xuất gì á vì ya có tu kinh có tao kha ở bên kho và có chỉ tôi là nhà tôi trong đời sản đời nó này ạ chỉ của chỉ cho có tờ nó
ê cú chỉ mua đã chiều yếu tôi nó ê có hai đô tôi cho có hai tiền cú tiêu chỉ mua chỉ cho là tao làm mua cú cả họ luôn trâu nó ê có hai đô nữ tiền ê mua cú cho tỏi mua nó.
I have no reason to come here. Can you tell the judge to release me? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, well, this is the judge, and I am not going to release you. I will continue your case until next Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. and we will try again.
Hiện tại nói tôi sản sẽ gì á, ai cũng chỉ cho có tờ nó cũng ô các cái khi nào tuần gì một trong của chắc nó Friday thôi ý mong chống tụ nè em mà đi xí đua nó
ê có hai đô cho hai tiền cho cú tỏi không nó mà cú tiêu chỉ mua chỉ chỉ cho là tao làm mua cú cả không nó ê cho cú tỏi cú ta sự nó.
Can you tell the judge that don't lock me up here? I didn't do anything wrong to release me right now.
I'm not going to release you, and this conversation is over. We'll see you next Friday at 1 o'clock.
Chị quý chỉ cho có tờ nữa. Ê ước thả sau lưu linh nó là sự nói của mà linh chỉ có trong lúc Friday thôi ý mong nó.
Có hai đứa cho thì có cho cú tỏi nó ê cho cú tỏi ta sự nó mua nó ê chỉ cho là tao làm mua cú cả không nó cú tiêu chỉ炒đã chi nó.
Can you tell the judge that don't lock me up here? I didn't do anything wrong to release me immediately.
I'm not going to talk to her anymore. Our conversation is over. Tell her to give the headphones back to the jailer.
Chị đi ở trên đó có thả xuân gì lời ta đi nó là gì có đã có món lúc cứ sợ tông được co cho tu chính sự được co nó
nếu chỉ thả là có hai đứa nữ còn nữ cho cú tỏi mua nó mua cú ăn luôn na bá phải mua cú tây chui ở chỗ giá thành thằng cú cho cú tỏi ta sự nó.
Even if you don't want to talk to me, release me now. Give me my 2 backpacks and all my stuff.
No.
Chị tao nó.
Ê còn nữ cho cú tỏi ta sự nó mua nó chỉ cho làm mua cú cơ cơ không nó.
Release me now. Don't lock me here.
I'm not going to talk to her anymore. Lorena, tell Jim we'll move on to the next person.
Okay, well,
Từ sai lâu có hai đứa nữ thì chỉ cho là có hành cho chỉ cho là mua cú cao nó còn nữ mua cú cho tỏi mua ta sự nó.
give the headphones to Doyle, please.
No, you let me out right now. I will leave in here. No, you let me out right now.
Okay, you can leave now.
I will leave it right now. No, you
Okay.
let me out.
Let me talk to Doyle, please.
You let me out. Give me
You
to
let-
the backpack. Give me
Okay.
everything to me. Let me out. Let me out today. Let me out right now.
Doyle,
Interrupting here. Are we done?
Doyle, yes.
We're done. Yes.
Okay.
Check the sergeant. Check with the sergeant. No, you have to go, man.
Interpreter, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for using our service. My name is Sophia and my interpreter ID number is 15050. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Mhm. All right, Jim.
Yes, sir. Allman will be next. They're gonna lock her down and grab Ms. Allman.
Okay. All right, Shane, I see that you have this client as well. And there's an attorney recommendation that's in the system.
Yes, Your Honor, I have that.
Have you spoken with her before?
Um, bear with me one moment.
Okay.
Pardon me, Judge, Ms. Allman.
Okay.
Your Honor, my office has not spoke with her in the past.
All right, Ms. Hallman, this is Judge Ryan. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can't see me because my computer screwed up today, but we have appointed a defense counsel for you. And we're going to send you into a private break room so that you two can discuss the plea offer that has been presented by the prosecuting attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to see a box pop up on your computer screen to go into the breakout room here momentarily. And that way we can't hear your conversation. As soon as you guys are done, then we'll bring you back into the main room, okay?
Okay.
Ask Mr. Doyle to transfer you to the breakout room, please. Miss Almond,
Yes.
ask the Mr. Doyle next to you to transfer you to the breakout room. Do you see the guy next to you?
Yeah.
Ask him for help
For what?
to send you to the breakout room.
Send me room. Can you send me to the breakup room?
Judge, are you there?
I am.
All right, thank you, Your Honor, for that opportunity to meet with my client. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to Ms. Allman, which I've reviewed with her. My understanding of that offer is that she will be approved for diversion on the domestic battery charge, and that she will be pleading guilty to battery on a law enforcement officer. And that in exchange for that plea and acceptance of diversion, the city will move to dismiss the resisting arrest charge. As part of the plea agreement, it's my understanding the city is seeking a 90-day underlying sentence on the battery on law enforcement officer charge, and that my client will be placed on supervised probation for 1 year on a condition she not violate the law, and for diversion and for the diversion fee on domestic battery and the fine on battery on a law enforcement officer, she'll be paying a total of $450.
Yeah,
Your Honor,
I've seen anger management.
Yeah, I did explain that to her. She understands she's going to need to do domestic violence assessment on the domestic battery and anger management on the battery on a law enforcement officer charge.
Okay.
Judge, I explained to Ms. Allman that in lieu of accepting this offer, she has an absolute right to trial. After discussing it with me, she would like to accept this offer to finalize these matters. She's noted she's been in custody for 7 days. I'd ask that the court approve this agreement and release her today.
Okay. She's not back from the breakout room yet. Lorena, do we know what's going on?
Judge,
She is here, sir. Sorry.
yeah, she's appears on my screen.
She is
Yeah.
here, Judge.
Okay, good enough. I don't see her on my screen, but that's all
Okay.
right. All right, Miss Allman, did you hear everything that your attorney said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is that what you want to do, to plead guilty to the battery on law enforcement officer, dismiss the resisting, and go into diversion on the domestic battery?
Yes, sir.
All right, and I see that you were just booked into the Wyandotte County Jail on Wednesday, 2 days ago. Were you in jail somewhere else prior to Wyandotte County?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any other holds on you at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll grant you. I'll accept the plea agreement, and Shane, do we want to have her come back and meet with probation first, or sign the diversion first?
That's a good question, Judge. She did give me contact information today for us to set up a diversion signing. Um, I would think you need to set a date for her to report to probation and maybe schedule a diversion backup review date.
Okay. How far out are you planning on doing the diversion?
Judge, I think if you go out 45 days, that should give the prosecutor's office enough time to prepare a diversion proposal.
All right. Well, I've got May 29th. That is the Thursday after Memorial Day. And that's about 5 weeks out. Is that all right?
I think that should work for the defendant.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. All
Uh,
right.
Shane, for probation check-in, don't they have 2 weeks on a Thursday?
Well, yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
Judge.
For
That would be May 8th.
probation orientation.
Yeah.
Um, so Judge, do you want to explain to Ms. Allman that she has to report to probation on that date? And
Yeah. Let me do that. Dominic just walked in. I'll be right back with you.
okay. Ms. Allman, just hang on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have you come back on a Thursday morning to sign the probation agreement, and that will be on the, May the 9th, or May 8th at 10 o'clock.
Okay,
And then, and we'll set the diversion signing for the 29th of May. Okay?
okay,
All right, you're done for the day. Give the headphones back to the jailer, please.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, just checking. We're done there, Judge.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to move back on my list. Lloyd Vincent, he's a couple of floors up. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
We can see you now, sir. Can't hear you, but we can see you.
Judge.
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
you
Aren't you guys lucky? If I was you, I'd put tape over it so you don't have to see me.
I did.
So Shane, did you get the impression that your client was never going to be able to let me rephrase that. I got the impression that she really wasn't competent to accept a plea today.
I don't know if I could say that, Judge, but she was not going to be productive with
Yeah.
getting anything resolved.
Okay. Well, the reason why I set it for next week is that it's the judges conference down in Wichita, and I'm scheduled to work here regardless. So I'll be seeing you next week.
Oh, okay, great.
So, and I'll probably cut her loose at that time.
Okay.
But
I'll do my best to give it
Yeah.
a try.
She does have a problem in that one of the urinating in Publix was in the bus stop at Sporting Park. And I'm not quite sure why you would do that. Let me see what time of the day it was. That was at 10 minutes till midnight. So she may have been at a sporting game. Let me see. October 4th. So it's possible she was at a soccer game and just had too much beer to drink, but doesn't explain why she has two other urinating in public.
Yeah. I don't know, Judge. She's interesting.
Yeah. Is your guys' office in downtown Bonner, Shane?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're at 132 Oak.
Okay. I go to the Bonner Springs Y quite a bit, and I drive through downtown Bonner every now and then.
Yeah,
I'll come by and lob some Molotov cocktails your way some night.
that would not be appreciated, Judge. Thank you. Thank you very little. You're welcome to stop by, though.
Shane, are the rest of these yours as well?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay.
But we're getting them pared down. I think we got about 4 more.
Yeah, and Williams Bryce, I was told he's farmed out, but that he is going to be brought back Monday. So I'm not quite sure. Let me see what he's got actually. He's got an Williams Bryce. He's got an aggravated failure to appear in Wyandotte County, and he's on a $10,000 bond there, and he's been in since March 20th.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see.
probably a good reason to release him on municipal court.
Yeah, let me see what we got on him. Yeah, we have him on a battery from November 22nd on North 71st Street. And I do see a diversion offer with him. Okay.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Vincent, is it available?
Okay. Mr. Vincent, good afternoon. This is Judge Ryan. And let me see, let me find your. All right, so looks like you got a DUI in the county and another $500 bond out of the county. And we had you on a $2,500 cash bond. Let me find you in our system. All right, so you got a DUI, driving on suspended, leaving the scene of an injury accident, no insurance, and a tag violation. The leaving the scene was August 27th, 2024 at 7:10 at 27th Quindaro. The DUI was March 7th at 11 o'clock at night at 1313 Quindaro. And we've appointed a defense counsel to you. Have you spoken with him yet?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, you and he are going to go into a breakout room. You're going to ask the jailer next to you to send you to the breakout room where you and your appointed defense counsel are going to discuss his plea offer. Then when you're done, we'll bring you back to the main room. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
All right. So tell the jailer to take you to the breakout room.
Yeah, keep those on. I'll take care. We'll manipulate you. Okay.
Are you there, Judge?
I am.
Your Honor, thanks for that opportunity to meet with Mr. Vincent. I did have, he and I did discuss the plea offer that's been made by the city. Mr. Vincent would decline that plea offer at this time. Mr. Vincent advises me that he's been in jail for several months. I believe he has other holds. Judge, I would request, in light of the fact that he has been in for the time he has, that the court grant him an OR bond and order him to appear in court at a date down the road. And I think at that time, he would like to revisit the plea offer and make a decision about whether or not he wants these cases set for trial.
Okay. All right. Well, I do see he's been in custody since March 8th. So, Mr. Vincent, what happened on the DUI in the county? How come you're out on an OR bond with them?
Sir?
It
What'd you
says
say?
that you have a DUI that's being charged in state court. What's going on with that case?
I have no idea, Your Honor. I just been here. I've been in limbo. Me and my family has been estranged, you understand me? And I'm just not getting back with them. And they willing to help me any way they can. And I'm really in the dark about everything, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I'll grant you an OR bond. Your next court date with us is going to be on May the 8th. May the 8th. That's 2 weeks out. That'll give you enough time to contemplate what you want to do.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Judge, that's
Yep.
May the 8th at 1 o'clock.
May the 8th at 1 o'clock. Yes. Shane, have you had a chance to take to get discovery on this yet?
Bear with me one moment. No, we do not have discovery on it yet.
Okay. Have you requested discovery?
We will now.
How long does that usually take to get back to you?
That less than a week.
Okay, we'll stick with that date then. I just wanted to make sure you had access to discovery so that you can intelligently talk with them in a couple weeks.
I'll be sure that we request it. Thanks,
All
Judge.
right. Thank you. All right, you're done, Mr. Vincent.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
We're done there, Judge.
We're done.
All right, moving to a new floor, Daryl Edwards. Back
All right.
soon.
Hey, Shane.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was just looking at the history of Mr. Edwards' case, and when you reach the breakout room, he's not leaving jail until this is resolved, either by trial or by plea.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, and here's what I'm looking at. Failed to appear on July 17, 2024, warrant issued. Then on September 5th, he was on the inmate docket, so we canceled the warrant. We reset him for October 2nd. He failed to appear. Then October 10th, he was on the jail docket, and we granted him an OR again to December 17th. Defendant failed to appear. Bench warrant issued. Inmate docket on April the 17th, canceled warrant, continued cases. And then apparently he got out on $1,000 bond and didn't come back. So his free ride is done.
I'll let him know.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Edwards.
Hi, Mr. Ryan.
Mr. Edwards, you're going to meet with the public defender in a breakout room regarding some charges. I have advised your appointed defense counsel that in light of your previous 7 failure to appears or 6 failure to appears, that you're going to be in custody until these charges are resolved by plea or by trial. So next to you, tell the jailer next to you that you're going to go to a breakout room to talk to appointed defense counsel, okay?
Okay.
Tell the jailer now that you're going to a breakout room.
Breakout room. Okay.
Judge, are you there?
Okay, go ahead, Shane.
Judge, thanks for the opportunity to meet with Mr. Edwards. I did review with Mr. Edwards the plea offer that's been made by the city, and we have reached a partial resolution. It's our understanding that Mr. Edwards will be pleading guilty to possession of narcotics and guilty to trespassing, and that in exchange for that plea, the city is going to recommend a 90-day underlying sentence, that Mr. Edwards be placed on supervised probation from that sentence for, well, I believe 1 year, on a condition that he obtain an alcohol and drug evaluation, follow the recommendations, and pay $150 fine on the narcotics charge and a $150 fine on the trespassing charge. Judge, I have explained to Mr. Edwards he has an absolute right to have a trial on those two charges. After discussing it with him, he'd like to enter into this plea agreement. He'd ask that the court adopt that as its order. As to the domestic battery charge, Judge, Mr. Edwards pleads not guilty. He'd like a trial date on that.
Okay. All right, let me see who the officer is on the domestic.
And Judge, I did discuss with Mr. Edwards, and he requested me to ask that since he's been in custody for 8 days and he has partially resolved these matters, he would request an OR bond. He tells me that he has a home contracting business that's waiting for him to work when he's released. He promises he'll appear at a trial date that you set down the road.
All right, Ashley, I see that Officer Owen is the officer on this case. I don't have an officer locator handy in Judge Schultz's chambers. Do you know when his court date is or her court date is?
Yes, hold on, sir. I will find my sheet. I apologize.
Mr. Edwards, do you know where our office is at on the second floor, City Hall, room
Yes, sir.
212?
Yes, sir.
You
That's
can,
across the street. That's across the street.
yeah, if you want to have an appointment with us before your trial date that the judge is setting, if he releases you and grants you an OR bond, which I'm not sure he's going to do, but if he does, you can come to our office any Thursday or Friday between 2 and 5 p.m., and we'll work you in for an appointment to prepare for trial.
Okay. Okay.
Shane, do you have discovery on that case? Looks like it's a June 16th to 24 case.
I have it too, Mr. Ryan.
Well, no, I'm asking your attorney whether or not he has
okay.
whether or not he has the police reports.
No, we don't at this time, Judge, but we'll request it.
Okay. Ashley, you still with us? Did we lose Ashley?
She went a
No,
good.
she's
yes,
away
ma'am.
from her desk, Judge.
Okay, okay.
She will be right back.
I apologize, Your Honor. I don't know where the list is up here. I apologize.
All right, well, okay, so let me ask you this, Ashley. What do you think about release if he enters the plea on the other two charges? What do you think about releasing him on the domestic? Have you had any contact with the complaining witness in this case? I see her last name is Fox or something like that.
That's my girlfriend, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, yeah,
Mary Fox.
yeah. I'm talking with the prosecutor right
Oh,
now.
okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Ryan.
That's right.
Your Honor, Officer Owen is a Thursday morning,
Okay.
or not Thursday morning, Friday morning. I apologize because he was here this morning. And I haven't had contact with her recently, Your Honor, no. I apologize.
Okay. So what is your stance regarding releasing him if he enters a plea to the other two charges at this time?
Your Honor, the city doesn't necessarily oppose an OR bond. Given Mr. Edwards' lengthy history, I think I'm hopeful that he will show up to his trial date.
Okay. Mr. Edwards, have you had enough time to talk with your attorney regarding the two charges you're planning on entering a plea to today?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty to those charges as outlined by your public defender
Yes,
because
sir.
you are guilty or think that you would be found guilty if you were to go to trial on those?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept that plea, grant you an OR bond. Next court date is on May the 30th at 8 a.m. for trial. I guarantee you that if you fail to appear at trial, Mr. Edwards, I'm a retired judge. I'm here
I
every
know.
now and then.
I
And
know,
if you
Mr.
don't
Ryan.
appear, you will remain in jail
I know, Mr. Ryan.
until I hear your case.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good enough. Tell the jailer we're moving on.
Okay.
Judge, can you repeat the date, please? May 30th?
May 30th at 8 a.m.
Thank you, 8:30.
Yep, 8:30, excuse me.
And we're done with Mr. Edwards.
Yes.
All right. Next door, Young or Hooker. I'm not quite sure who it'll be. Be back soon.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor,
Yeah.
was Mr. Edwards placed on probation on for one of the cases?
Let me double check. I was just putting a note.
Yes, Miss Kathleen, I did request that probation for the narcotics.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was part of the plea agreement.
So I apologize, Kathleen, that I didn't put him on a Thursday between now and the next trial date.
So Judge Ryan,
Yes,
so only the domestic case was continued for trial.
correct. The other two, a plea was entered. The plea that the attorney recommendation is in the system on those two is accepted.
Okay,
And then
thank you.
we continued everything to May 30th.
Sure.
Judge, we're gonna do Marcus Young, but we are gonna have to do him through the door. He's ready to go.
Okay.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Mr. Young, I see that you're here on a probation or diversion revocation hearing. According to my notes, you entered a diversion agreement earlier this year, last year, and that you failed to check in. Do you understand what we're here for today?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat it again? I apologize. I couldn't hear you. The internet connection is unstable. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, let me pull up your case again, okay? Hold on a moment.
I thought I had court on the 4th, but okay.
Well, let me see. Hold on. Okay, I see that you entered a diversion agreement. Marcus Young, right?
Yes,
That's what I'm
sir.
talking- Okay. You entered a diversion agreement on and let me see, July 25th, 2024. And then in January, the prosecutor filed a motion to revoke your diversion. Says that defendant has violated his diversion in the following manner. Failed
Yeah,
to appear
I
on
did all the
January 15th.
classes and I thought I was done. That's what she said, the lady that's, I think she's on 7th Street or, she said I didn't have to do nothing else. I just had to do the classes.
Well, apparently you didn't turn in proof of your evaluation.
She didn't?
And
The lady, she's a black lady,
well, just hold on a moment. Kathy, have you or the prosecutor's office, have you received any indication that he's had his evaluation from ASAP or anyplace else?
Ms. Holton, I don't have any verification. Do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, so that's the problem, Mr. Young. We don't have any verification that you had your evaluation done. Was that done in the Security Bank building or someplace else?
yes, security bank building with the black elder lady. She has glasses.
Yeah.
She talked to me. I've been there a couple times. I've done the classes. She should have been sending them.
Her
'Cause it
name is
was on
Sharon
they
Freeline,
gave me-
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She's an elder black lady. She has
Yeah,
glasses.
I know who you're talking about. So why didn't you come to check in on January 15th?
Well, I talked to her and she said I didn't have to come in no more.
Okay.
Because I did was doing the classes. That's what the lady said. The lady that gave me I got the case. She said I had to do classes with her. I didn't have to come no more.
Okay. Are you being held on any other holds at this time, Mr. Young?
I'm sorry, sir. They're banging, so I can't hear you for a second.
Do you have any other holds on you?
No,
Let me double check.
nowhere else, no warrants.
Okay, well, I'm going to grant you an OR bond. Shane, you've been appointed on this case. So let's set him up in 2 weeks on a Thursday on a motion to revoke. And in the meantime, Mr. Young, if you get out, we need to have something from Sharon Freeline regarding your evaluation and treatment.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me make a note in the system.
All done?
We're done.
You're good. If you get all this paperwork, will come to you when you get out. I'll take care of it.
Judge, did you
Judge.
set that hearing day, Judge?
I didn't get a date.
Okay, it's going to be
okay.
May the 9th.
Do you want him to come back on video so you can tell him that, Judge?
Yeah.
Hey,
Jim?
Doyle, Mr. Doyle,
Doyle.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
We need Marcus Young to know his next court date is May the 9th at, you want it 8 or 1, Shane?
It doesn't matter, Judge.
We'll put it at 1 o'clock, May 9th
Okay.
at 1 o'clock.
All right. And that's what the order is going to reflect?
Yeah, that I'm
Okay.
going to grant him an OR May 9th,
Okay.
1 o'clock.
All right. I'll verbalize that to him right now.
Okay.
And Judge, I think you ordered him to bring treatment verification from
Yes,
Ms.
yes,
Freeline.
Ms. Freeline, yeah. All right, Shane, I think this next guy, Beltrell Hooker, has a driving on suspended. There's a plea offer in the system. I think looks like he has been sentenced on a felony case, but he's still on some sort of bond on that, or there's still a bond listed in Blue Horse.
Well, looks like a fairly attractive plea offer, so maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and the place he's not supposed to go back to is Price Chopper on 76th and State.
Okay, thanks.
My pleasure.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Hooker's here.
Okay, Mr. Hooker, this is Judge Ryan. We're going to send you, tell the jailer next to you, just handed you the headphones, that you want to go to a breakout room and talk with your appointed defense counsel.
I want to go to a breakout room. Yeah.
Are you there, Judge?
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
Judge, thanks for that opportunity to meet with Mr. Hooker. I have reviewed a plea offer that the city has made to resolve Mr. Hooker's pending charges with him. I have explained to Mr. Hooker that he has an absolute right to have a trial, and that if he proceeded to trial, he'd have the assistance of our office at trial. In lieu of proceeding to trial, Mr. Hooker has accepted the plea offer from the city. My understanding of that offer is that he will be pleading guilty to trespassing and guilty to speeding. And in exchange, the city will move to dismiss the driving while suspended count, request that Mr. Hooker pay total fine and court costs of $243.50. And as a part of the plea agreement, he would be ordered not to return to the Price Chopper at 75th and State Avenue. Judge, I've reviewed those terms with Mr. Hooker. He's in agreement with those terms. He'd ask that the court adopt those terms as its order.
Okay, Mr. Hooker, you've heard your attorney talk about everything. I'm going to ask
Yes,
you a
sir.
few questions, okay?
All
Number
right.
one, have you had enough time to talk with your attorney regarding all of the charges against you and any defenses you may have to those charges?
Yes, sir.
And the plea is outlined is that pleading guilty to trespassing and speeding. The city's dismissing the driving unsuspended. Your license may still be suspended. I don't know, but they're willing to dismiss that charge. I see that you were sentenced on a county case, but they're still listing a bond at $10,000. What's going
Yeah.
on with that?
I would actually be going to court for it on the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for your sentencing or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will accept the plea offer and I will set your next court date. This is just for payment.
Mhm.
So your next court date is going to be May the 27th
Okay.
at 1 p.m. Anytime between now and then, if you make a payment of $50 or more, the clerk may give you an extension without you having to appear in court.
Okay.
If you don't have the money, show up in court and we'll give you an extension.
Yes, sir.
You have any questions?
No, that'll be all.
All right, we'll hand the headphones back to the jailer, please.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day.
All right, done there. Hopefully last, at least on my list, Gustavo Carrillo, different pod. I'll be back.
Okay.
Shane. Question
Yes.
on Hooker, not to return to Price Chopper on 75th. And
And
what
State.
else? And the State
75th
Avenue.
and State. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, Shane, this last guy's got a couple domestics. Have you met with him before?
Let me check on that.
Looks like you were just appointed recently. I see I see two prior bench warrants. And it looks like at least you know, couple of reasons, or at least one of the reasons for the FTAs was he had holds in Merriam.
We have not met with him, Judge.
And you probably don't have the documents either. Okay. The plea offers are asking him to plead to two domestics I don't think that you can adequately advise them without having the documents in question. Do you do your domestics on Wednesday or do you do them on Thursday and Friday, Shane?
They're on Thursday and Friday, Your Honor.
Do you have a preference?
No.
Okay. I'll let you talk to him, but I'm probably going to OR him. He's been in custody for 13, 14 days. I'm going to OR him. You guys set up a meeting sometime quick after you get the documents. Can you do it by May 22nd or 23rd? That's the Thursday or Friday before Memorial Day. Or do you need more time?
I'm checking right now, Judge. Our next open appointment is Friday, May the 23rd.
Okay.
And actually, after that date, we've got an open slate for appointments on the 29th, 30th. We got 2 slates on the 23rd for an appointment.
Okay, so I'm going to set this for the 29th. Do you prefer your domestics morning or afternoon?
Doesn't matter, Judge. Thank you.
Ashley, let me see who the domestics are. I got an Aaron Ashford and John Cullum. Looks like Ashford is the senior attorney. Do you know when his court date is? And the only reason why I'm asking is if the officer is an 8 o'clock officer and it may go to trial, then I'm going to put it at 8 o'clock. If the officer is a 1 o'clock officer, I'll put it at 1 o'clock. I want get this guy used to coming at the right time.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. What was the last name of the defendant?
The defendant's name is Gustavo Carrillo, and the officer I'm looking for is Aaron Ashford, Ashford. Looks like serial number 2195.
And sir, I'm sorry, sir. They're both down. Well, they're downstairs. That tells me I need to.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I should have one upstairs. But wait. Maybe I do have it. Oh. No.
If I can interrupt, we're ready for Mr. Carrillo, but we're going to do it through the door.
All right. Hey, Jim.
Sir.
We're just going to send them to the breakout room and it's going to be quick.
I'll go there right now.
Okay.
And he has a Miriam hold, Judge, right?
Yeah, this guy keeps screwing up in between us and Miriam. I'll tell you what. You could hide the tomb of Tutankhamun in here in Judge Schultz's chambers, and I couldn't find it. It's not clean and picked up. Not clean and picked up like when I was here, right, Lorena?
Maybe she'll draw you a map, sir.
Yeah, well. I was kidding with her. One time I walked in and there were 4 or 5 packages from Amazon, and I told her she was taking lessons from my wife having her Amazon purchases delivered to work. Keep me from finding out about it.
That it is actually quite clever, sir. I'm not going to lie.
It's okay until I look at the credit card statement.
Sure.
But then she came back with a good excuse. She said there's a lot of porch pirates in her neighborhood.
Oh, sure. I get it. I don't like leaving my Amazon or any package sitting on my front porch all day.
Yeah.
I have a hold, yes.
Judge, thanks for the opportunity to meet with my client. I believe he's online now. Judge, I have scheduled an appointment to meet with him Friday, May the 23rd at 2:30. He has advised me he promises to appear for that appointment and the court date that you provide, if you grant him an OR bond today.
Well, he's got a hold in Miriam. Mr. Carrillo, what's going on between you and Miriam?
I got a traffic ticket in Merriam. So, but this is what happened. I was released. The last time I was released, I had a letter of incarceration because the same day I had court in Merriam was the same day I was getting released from Wyandotte County custody.
Okay.
So I
So
have
are you going to be out of Miriam by the time May 23rd rolls around?
Yes, sir.
All right. So your next court date with us, what did I say I was going to put it on, Shane?
I think you were going to put it at least a week after May the 23rd.
I think I was going to put it on the 29th, a Thursday at 1.
Okay.
In light that we can't figure out who the court date of the senior officer. So we'll just take a stab at it at 1 o'clock.
Am I gonna?
You're going to get an OR bond. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to give you an OR bond. You're going to be taken out to Miriam. Miriam's going to deal with you. And then on May 23rd, you're going to meet with the appointed defense counsel at their office, whether it's here in City Hall or their office in Bonner. And then you're going to be in court the following Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir, I don't.
All right, let me double check this domestic. Who did these involve, Mr. Let me check and see. Adolfo Carrillo. Who's Adolfo Carrillo?
That's my brother.
All right, let me see the other one. And is your brother still in town?
I'm not sure. I have no communication with him.
Okay, well, I don't, his second one occurred at 47th and Taromie, 4734 Taromie. Who did that involve, Mr. Carrillo?
That was my dad.
All right, so I'm going to enter a restraining order for no violent contact between you and your dad and your brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, OR bond, we'll see you on the 29th at 1.
29. Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, good.
All right, thanks, Jim.
You bet. Y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks,
You
Jim.
too,
You too.
Jim.
Bye-bye.
Take care, y'all.
Yep.
Thank you.